Good morning, beloveds.
Good morning.
Good morning. Love is in the air. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I get so loved up when I'm at the front, at the center every Sunday, and of course it helps to show up in that state of being. But what is love? We get asked that a lot. What is love? Well, for me, love is a feeling of ease, of Anyone ever felt that? It's a feeling of that there's and a fuller realization of what I term freedom. Love sets us free. There are no restrictions in love. There are no burdens, and many times there's no inhibitions when we're in love. Love sets us free. And I believe it allows our inner expression, which is joy, to rise up and be felt by everyone around us. Now, it can be just in love with life. That's good. It can be in love with a person. It can be in love with food. I love food too. But love sets God in motion. Love is an energizing force of divine nature. Love makes that world go around, as it's often said. And love, when we have it, when we feel it, we can't help but to share it. Can we? We can't help but to share it. So, question guy here has two questions. First one is, what do you love? What do you love? And the second is, are you validating what you love with a yes? Are you? Yes is, for me, one of the most powerful words. And it's also a complete sentence. So let's just say that. Say yes like you mean it.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't feel it.
You don't feel it?
No, come on. Say it again. Yes.
Yes.
Now, doesn't that feel different when you do it that way? It does for me. It's like, whoo, something that shakes. So it's validating to our inner self to really feel what it is we're loving. I believe when you're free from uncertainty and clear in thought and lovingly affirm yes to what we love, God, the law and order of spirit, receives a clear directive toward whatever it is we love, toward its manifestation. It's a direct line toward our desire. How many love because we think we should love something, some look, some clothing, some pair of shoes, some droopy drawer? I mean, there's all kinds of fashions that we get caught up in that we don't love, but the world loves. Fashion loves. It's easy we get caught up in it. I mean, so it's okay. So we look back at our pictures and say, oh, what was I thinking? Just burn that picture. How many won't let the pictures in the family album go very far? I got some of those. Well, this teaching, the science of mind, is a teaching. It's a teaching. And it teaches us that the directive power, the power of our word. Now remember, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, is God. Well, the power of our word and the power of our words impressed upon, which is labeled the universal subjectivity. This power of our word is universal. It's everywhere. Universal subjectivity. So universal is everywhere, and subjectivity is ready, willing, and able to be of service. And so whenever we love something enough, powerfully enough, emotionally enough, where our body vibrates, yes, to something, it cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. Our word directs the perfect creative process of God. Now, our less than love can stop it as well. So, in the direction of God as creative process toward that which we say we want, our experience has been claimed. We have claimed our experience by speaking our word. And what we claim we say we want is hopefully what we love. Because what we love, we deserve to get. I've loved things, and then I've gotten halfway there and thought I shouldn't. That's really sad. That's really sad. And I've identified a few of those too, and they don't happen anymore. If I love someone or something, I say it. I say it. Because we only have this moment. We only have this moment. I'm reminded of Joan Rivers. She had many moments, but her last stand-up comedy in New York City was, I think, a night or two before she was taken to the hospital. And she said, you know what? Life is just that fast. It could be over in a snap. And she said, this could be my last show. And you're going to say, hey, and brag, I saw her last show. So, wouldn't that be great? She was so prophetic. So prophetic. Because all we have is now. So if you love something, you love someone, you want to love doing something in your life, do it. Start it. Begin it. Imagine it. When we come from a place of love, the way is paved. It's sort of a spiritual Teflon. It makes it smoother. It makes it easier. It's not as sticky along the path. But when we're confused about what we love, or uncertain about what we say we want, it's not very smooth, is it? Not very smooth. If it's not my love, maybe it's Diana's love, and I say, well, maybe I should have that too. Not as easy for me, Diana, as it would be for you. I'd love to be in theater, I think. See, there's the doubt, I think. But it's not my shtick, it's yours. But part of me says, oh, little kid, oh, I love that. And the way, your vocals are beautiful today. Twin harmony. Perfect harmony, yeah. But that's a talent that is your gift, You've said yes to it. Our own word is the yes factor in our potentiality, in our evolution as spiritual beings first, and then into the world. Now, our founder, Dr. Holmes, writes in the textbook that the universal subjectivity, that which is our servant, is mind in an abstract and formless state. That is, It is a potential energy and a latent power. So here it is, sitting on idle, if you will, just warming up, warming up, warming up. Which means it's unformed, but always ready to take form. You know, you can't fry an egg in a skillet if you don't put it on the flame. All the pieces are there, but you have to take action and move the skillet. We have to move our thinking away from just the idea of the parts and bring them together in something that we can create. So what we love is the most powerful energy. What we love is so powerful that it just cannot be dismissed. And as the saying goes, its sweep is irresistible. You know, we all get swept up in the emotion. So when I say, or you say, I love, we are directing spirit to create. Just like saying, I am. When you say, I am tired, guess what? I'm tired. Now, we may feel a little less energized, but as I've said from here before, I can put in a whole day. I can be overwhelmed with what I've done. I get a call from someone I love. Hey, you want to come by and blah, blah, blah? Yeah, yes. Where'd it come from? Where'd it come from? Right here. Right here. We tell ourselves how we're going to be. When we say I love, we're using the yes factor. We are using this factor of our divine nature to create for us. We are claiming to universal creative mind what we are accepting. We're always accepting or denying something. Why not accept what we love? The truer and clearer we are of just what it is key to receiving that experience. Along the way, being in the divine flow is the rightful path, the divine order of manifestation. So I example for you how this played out for me last Monday. I'm in the process of releasing clutter and finding a new order in my home. So this is the month our theme is order. Wow, it's really moving me. Whoa. I have lots of energy. Well, the garage is where I'm starting. So I've called a gentleman who is going to take some items and he's going to do a living estate sale of some of my stuff that I'm no longer going to use. All right? Why hang on to them? Let someone else love them too. He forgot. Well, perfect order, divine presence, blah, 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 you know. I had to go, okay, well, so we arranged a new day. It's tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow. All right. So that freed up some time to move on to the next appointment, which was to take my Louis Studebaker pickup truck to have an oil change because it's for sale. And that's the last thing that needs to be done for it. So I've had this time, I'm driving to the center here, up the Esplanade, way ahead of when I thought I was going to be here. I get this honk beside me that said, "Hey, mister, you want to sell that?" So we've arranged to meet this next week. And so there's that perfect presence and order. And I let myself say, okay, this is going to be okay. He can come next week. I'm supposed to be somewhere else, so I'd start my day. Here I am, too a little long in the truck, and here's a guy that wants to buy the truck. And that's how it works. That's always how it works.
Did he give you a ride home?
Check first. Check first. Check first. Then right home. Then right home. And so, this gentleman collects Studebakers. He loves them. So, perfect timing, perfect space, perfect order came together. I'll keep you posted. Ram Dass wrote, "Everything changes once we identify with being a witness to the story instead of the actor in it." When we can pull ourselves out of our story, our situation, and go to the place of saying, okay, Spirit, God, okay, what needs to occur here? What's the next step? And then trust that, go with that, like what I did with the truck. I didn't know. I had no clue how it was going to turn out, but I trusted just getting. Something within me said, get moving. So I did. So this is my offering to you today. This is my love for you today. I believe we are here to be our own unique self, to be authentic souls committed to our spiritual journey. I believe you and I have come together in this moment through every yes that has been. I believe that every yes to this moment was a no to some other. I believe this moment is the perfect result of divine order and perfect presence. And what I know is forever true, that love is the way to a life well lived. Dr. Ernest Holmes, our founder, writes, "There is a love that can guide and an intelligence that will direct if we let it." But we have to let it. We have smarts. You can't have a smart spirit. We think we try. We try to do just the world's way. Well, it's okay. There's a lot of smart people in the world. There are. However, the one true intelligence is the one that we know is spirit. So love always points the way, and the law of God allows its manifestation. So, beloved, just let your love that you are nourish and fortify the yes factor for your lives. Not in, but for and as. And the next time life presents to you this or that, because it will present itself to us, ask yourself, do I love this idea? Do I love this idea enough to say yes? One of my favorite shows on HGTV. You gonna love it? You gonna list it? You gonna keep it? You gonna get rid of it? Ask yourself. You know the answer to all that stuff. Love those shoes? You wanna keep them? You wanna get some new ones? It's easy, see? So start with something that's really easy for you. And then go to the big stuff. So I would like to close with a reading from Rumi. It's only 4 pages long, so close your eyes. It's short. So enjoy this. What fear should a real lover have of the path, since the Eternal Himself is his companion? What grief could he feel at the soul's departure when the God of his soul is his closest friend? He's a traveler, yet, like the moon, he stays immobile and immovable in his own beauty. How could he wait for the coming of the breeze, who is himself lighter than any breeze? Lover and love, my soul, are only one. Never think that they're two halves. When love and lover have become one, both are at once the gift and the giver. The lover is in search of his fullness. He is like leather laid out in the maturing sun when he goes to the sea in search of the pearl. He is himself a pearl, a unique, priceless pearl. So, beloveds, you are the pearl of my life. My soul is deeply touched every time I see you, and know that you are loved. And so it is.
So it is.
Would the ushers please come forward? So we'll do the offertory, which is inside the program. So as I place my gift today,